Hi guys and welcome to this new vlog. So today it is all about the 2024 Gurkha and courtesy goes to Khivraj Force from Bangalore and across South India. They have range of dealerships, so I thank them for giving us the car, for rather a tank, for an experiential drive. So let's talk on what's changed. And if you have not watched our 2021 Gurkha vlog, I will leave the link in the I button. It is such a fun vlog. We have driven it through Mysore and Bandipur, one of the best roads in South India. You must watch that vlog. So right now, let's dive into the 2024 Gurkha and see what's new. This vlog is gonna be super fun. So before we go ahead, hit that subscribe button and we are gonna do two tests here. One would be on the road, a separate vlog for the Gurkha and for your family. So how is it to drive on the roads, cruising on the highways? And second, we are gonna throw some real tough off-road terrains for this one, and let's see how does this respond to the terrains as the Gurkha name suggests. Stay tuned and watch the vlog till the end. Starting from the front, there is a major upgrade. You see this, now the car sits taller by 23 mm and you can see the cladding. It's quite neat. There is no obstruction unlike the previous generation where the suspension links would usually touch on a heavy off-roading. So that was the case, but here it's clean and taller. And let's talk about the major upgrade, rather a variant, that is the 5-door. So we are driving the 5-door Gurkha today. As you can see, it's quite longer and also taller, as I said. So noticeably, this is the first car from any OEM in India that gets factory fitted snorkel that makes the engine breathable, and the water wading capacity is also great. So this is all there, and the car that we are driving is totally equipped with everything. We get the window braces, the top rack, and we also have the ladder which is here. So you can see right there, and we have the towing hook. So I think this is the loaded Gurkha that we are getting. So again, kudos to Khivraj for that. The size spare wheel that we get here, an alloy again. And as we open the back door, so we have the step lighting, and this cabin is quite similar. Only thing that has changed is the window size. I think on the previous generation you had a full sized window, but here they're rather small. But again, the third row isn't bad. It's quite accommodating. We get a jack right there, and yes, the space, the leg room, or I mean the boot space is quite less. That's why you get a rack above. So yeah, in terms of practicality, I think it's up to you to decide about the third row. It's your call, but I feel it's quite ample and you can easily get inside and get out from this gap in between. So it's a 6-seater. So yes, that's about it. So also you get this fabric upholstery, some nice touch, again soft touch on the door, and we get this new finish seat covers with the Gurkha badging right over there. And yes, it's a quite tall car, so it takes some effort to get inside. So what has really changed inside is the quality. Of course, it is a notch higher. I wouldn't say it is the best, but a notch higher, and we get the Gurkha badging right here. So there are a lot of things that has been made very consumer centric. For example, before we had the lever for the 4x4, now we get this rotational knob to change between the 2 high, 4 high and the 4 low. So yes, that's quite conventional, and at times it's very handy to change the modes. So but we do get this lever to lock the differentials individually, front and rear. So again, that's still there. We get this all new infotainment system. It is by Nippon, so it comes from the factory fitted, but I think somewhere it yeah, you get this Gurkha after the startup. But you do feel that this is kind of aftermarket, and it's not very sleek, I would say, for this price. And yeah, so So you do get eco mode here, eco mode, auto start system. So I think that's about it. That's really changed. And yeah, of course, the new instrument cluster here. So this new instrument cluster is entirely digital, unlike the analog on the previous one, a semi-digital, I would say. So it's entirely digital. At right side we have the fuel gauge, and at the left side we have the temperature, and we have the TPMS and the RPM along with the speed. We also have the mode that displays over there, eco and power, two modes that we get here. So here is the controls for the mirrors to set across, and you get the uh, power windows buttons here on the co-passenger side. I think that's quite odd placement for the buttons to be, but nevertheless I think that's what it is. So yeah, so you have seen whatever has changed from the vents that are placed above. So I think that is quite useful for the second row as well as the third row. So yes, this is the changes that have been done on the new Gurkha. So out here on the road, how is it tour like? Well, let's check it out now. So we have been driving on this amazing road, the NH44, and I must tell you a few observations instantly. So first thing is the NVH levels. From the previous generation, on this it is a significant upgrade with the 18-inch rims and I think better tire. Now the cabin inside is very quiet, and with the upgraded sound system it's even better. So other thing that is very noticeable once you get on the gas is of course the response from this motor. uh, so now it is much more powerful. It makes out 168 horsepower and 320 Nm of torque. So that is 50 Nm more than the previous generation. So I think both of these combined, you should have much better performance out here on the roads. And since with the second row up, now you can take your family along and cruise all day long. So we are constantly cruising at a speed of I think 90 to 100 is what is our limit, and I think yes, there is no problem with that. It is quite good. The road presence is there. I have seen a lot of heads turn around and look at this one, and it's also planted with weighing more than 2.3 ton. You are just glued to the road, and that's how the gravity is holding your back, while you can cruise easily around 100 kmph all day long. So again, overall, as I had said in my previous vlog, I think you should definitely check it out. The Gurkha is very welcoming, and you will not feel claustrophobic whatsoever, because you have ample of windows and a lot of light coming inside the cabin. That makes it a very nice place to be overall, and even the view is good. You can see right from the your horizon. You're actually seated above anybody else on the road, so you can see the hood and what's ahead. You also can see the indicator, which are like a tower shaped and very specific to this Gurkha. So yes, the cabin is overall very nice place to be. So the gearbox is not the sleekest, but from the previous generation, which used to actually lag at certain places, here the gearbox is quite smooth. Even the gear lever does not vibrate at all. That is again a significant improvement. And the steering, well, at low speeds it's quite light, and no, the only thing that you have to face is it's quite big. The steering is quite big, and sometimes it might tend to touch your thigh. Now, as I said, I'm 6 feet, so this is a bit of a problem. But again, the feel and the feedback from the steering, it is light, and once you go decent speeds, it weighs up and gives you the feel and feedback from this road. So you are connected to the road at all times. So we are almost reaching Bangalore. It was a tremendous journey. So we traveled around 200 kilometers to explore the Gurkha, and we feel it ticks all the boxes except for a few nitpicks that I think Force should definitely take care about. But nonetheless, for the price tag, as it starts from 16.7 and goes all the way up till 18 for the 5-door version, I think for the price point you get a lot of things, and this thing is totally rugged. So you have to stay tuned for our next video where we are gonna take this the on a very tough terrain and explore the off-road capabilities from this machine. But until then, so we are summing up the road review. Also, I would just want to show you how amazing the headlamp is. I mean, it illuminates the road very well. We get the halogen fog lamps, but the main lamps are quite adequate and the throw is really ample. So yes, we are gonna be putting this up against the Thar rocks, and that would be on our reels. So we will tell you why this is also better than the Thar rocks, a few points that this one has. So you will have to head out to our Instagram, leave us a follow there, and while we are on the go, we will see you in the next video.